missing the frozen chunk of hash browns, I threw it.
Oh no.
And all the cabinets in the microwave, like everything above the stove, caught on fire.
Oh god. You are lucky to be alive.
And all I remember, like, my parents weren't home. But my brother was, and my grandparents were.
Oh god.
And all I remember was that I was standing there in the kitchen, screaming, fuck, over and over. Because I didn't know what to do.
Oh.
But just as quickly as the fire started, it all went out on its own. Well, actually, before it went out, I did, the only logical thing. I blew on it.
Okay, let me give you like three or so reasons that would not work. 1, it's a grease fire. 2, it is a fire, and it is not a birthday candle. 3, oh my god, you're an idiot.
You want to know what makes it even worse?
You're great, but you're an idiot.
You want to know what makes it even worse? You want to know how old I was?
I'm gonna say 19.
Oh, I was 16.
Okay.
So it wasn't that bad, but...
It was the fact that you were yelling fuck with your grandparents' home that made me go, okay, maybe it was probably an older time.
But just as quickly as it went up, it went away, and not a single person in the house heard me swearing.
So did you explain to your parents why the fuck the kitchen is singed?
My Tico was closer than you, she guessed 15. I didn't have to, because it wasn't really. I don't know how I managed it, but I managed to not leave any damage.
With a grease fire, you are lucky as shit.
Mm-hmm.
A grease fire, because 1, you introduced water into a grease fire, which is literally the worst thing you could do.
I make hash browns a lot better now.
I certainly hope so.
I don't throw them. I also don't use oil. I put butter in instead.
I mean, butter could also still start a grease fire.
But I also don't throw the chunk into.
Well, there's that at least.
I place
little
it.
Little steps.
No, I left less damage than the time my father caught himself on fire. That's a story for you.
Your family is a circus.
So, I had one of my best friends over. She had spent the night, and then we were going to practice the next day.
Okay.
So, I was in the bathroom brushing my teeth or my hair or something. I was in the bathroom doing something. And my best friend doesn't really talk that much. That's why we're a great pair. And all of a sudden, I just heard her gasp really loudly. She was sitting at the dinner table, facing the kitchen. And, my brother's...
And all of a sudden, there was a man on fire in the kitchen. You were like, Dad?
My brother's ex used to call my parents Mom and Dad.
Papa?
So all I hear is my brother's ex saying, Mom, he's on fire, Mom, he's on fire. Right? And then my mom is like, oh my god. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I walk out of the bathroom and I like run down the hall. My dad's shirt's on the floor. And I was like, what's going on?
Your father was busting out a kick-ass guitar solo, and she's like, he's on fire, and then he tore his shirt off. He's like, yeah, I'm on fire, and they finished his sick-ass guitar solo before you were able to get back out into the...
He wears t-shirts underneath his button-ups, and in this case, he was lucky that he did that.
Not weakened my argument.
No, I'm just saying in this case he was lucky that he does that. the front, one of the front burners on our stove has like an ultra heat setting where the flame is huge.
You're explaining for the viewers.
Yeah. And my brother's ex was heating up water to make tea. And my dad, without realizing that the stove was on, leaned up against the stove and he was like, wow, it's really hot in here, guys. And then he turned around to reach into the cabinet to get medicine. And, yeah, that was when everybody realized that he was on fire. So he pulls off his button up, throws it on the floor and starts stepping on it, which actually left a small hole in the floor.
I didn't notice it. I also wasn't looking for it, so
yeah. If you were, like, laying on the floor inspecting the floor, you'd probably notice it, but it's not...
You probably do that more often than you'd like to say.
It's not that noticeable.
Yeah, I thought so.
Well, I don't, like...
You strike me as someone who would just lay on the floor because they don't want to do...
I don't actively inspect the floor, but I do lay on the floor a lot. I mean, I have a dog, so...
Oh, please, I just want to be done with this game. Like, this game is fine and all. It's just, like... I didn't know it was going to be like this. I thought it was going to be set to music a bit more and not like a bullet hell. Because that's what it kind of feels like. Oh, Christ. Because I have to anticipate where these fucking diamonds are moving.
So, yesterday, my brother came home from work, or college, or something. My brother came home, and he was asking my mom what we have for leftovers. And my mom's like, I don't know, look in the fridge. So my brother's like, well, do we have any taco meat left? My mom's like, nope, Dad ate it. So my brother goes, do we have any rice left? And I just kind of looked at him.
Nope, Andrea ate it.
I was like,
God damn it!
Yeah, about that. I kind of ate all that too. Shame.
Nah. Because I make bomb diggity rice. Because it's all I eat. Because I'm so goddamn poor.
See, there's a reason that I still live with my parents. Because, honestly, I wouldn't be able to feed myself. I often...
God damn it, come on.
My dad gets all sorts of noodles and stuff from the Asian market.
Noodles.
And I keep stealing his noodles.
Noodles.
I can't help it, I like noodles. It's funny, I actually have a friend that I at one point called Noodles.
You better not like noodles. I swear to God.
No, she actually quite annoys me. Anyway, I actually went through a phase where, like, most of my friends had food nicknames.
I believe at one point in high school I was Chili.
I don't...
To a very select group of ladies that were freshmen at that time. And I'm like, why are you calling me Chili? And they're like, I don't know. I was like, okay, whatever. Yeah, I don't care.
No, I remember, like, a group of my friends I put in my phone as, like,
God
food
damn it.
instead of their actual names.
No, come on.
It started with home fry. And then
just want to be done. Please let me be done.
Escalated to more foods and beverages.
Come
So
on.
then I had Slurpee and Icy and noodles and mac and cheese.
And then it just switched to objects like Mappy.
Actually...
I'm just joking.
Well, no, but like her nickname actually has a story.
Well, Mappy really hasn't been introduced into this channel yet, so you're gonna have to do a little back running.
As in, like, explaining that she is my best friend, or
Yeah.
like...
Yeah.
Okay. So one of my best friends, because I have like 3 of them. Her name is actually Marie.
Marie!
Actually, I didn't tell her that we were streaming tonight. Whoops. Sorry, Map.
I'm not sorry.
Well,
I didn't screw up.
I usually tell her about the streams, but she, because she is in college, cannot always make it to the streams because sleep and things.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the point of this thing. It's to indulge in sleep.
So, she is...
Oh, come on. God damn it.
She herself is not from Ukraine, but by blood is Ukrainian. So, from my understanding, one day she was looking up translations, basically, from English to Ukrainian. And her name would be spelt M-A-P-I in Ukrainian, but a P still makes an R sound, so her name would have been Mari instead of Marie. Just a slightly different pronunciation. But she found it interesting and pretty much just started spelling it that way at one point. And it kind of caught on, so now we all call her Mappy.
Does she know Muay Thai?
What?
Ukrainian Muay Thai?
I don't know what she knows. That actually makes me sound like a really bad best friend.
I don't know what she knows. What am I, her friend? Ugh.
Well, we don't... We tend to talk about more personal things and such. We often talk about just random shit, but
Come on.
we also have like a lot
Just let me finish.
of...
Yes. Just let me finish. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Yes, thank God.
But
Oh, this has been awful.
we also have a lot of like very serious, very deep conversations.
It's everything.
Which is
It's all the things.
why I am her maid of honor. And she will hopefully eventually, one day, be my maid of honor.
Wow. Dropping that marriage thing.
Well, it was just kind of a thought. It's funny.
Yo, we just started dating, girl. Like, I ain't ready for that shit. Like, oh, hold on. Are we getting story for the first time ever in this goddamn game? No? Okay, never mind then. Silly me.
It's funny though because when Mappy got engaged and, dropped that on me, I started thinking like about my future and stuff, and I was like, I have 3 people that are like super tied that I would want to, like, I would want all 3 of them, right? So I was at
To become your maid of honor, or
Yeah.
okay, I was like, to
it's a
marry,
struggle.
like
No,
what
like,
do you?
it's a struggle
like
to
how,
choose.
how tough is that a decision to make? Who you're gonna marry?
No,
I
it's
just
just
want
a-
all 3. Christ, all right.
It would be a struggle for me to choose between the 3 of them. And one of them is actually my Tika. And I was spending time with her at the mall one day, and I had mentioned something to her about it, and I was like, I feel like I'm leaning towards you more because you're here, you're in town, we see each other.